We are live, baby. We are live. Welcome to another edition of Tech Talk Live. Tech Talk Live Mobile Edition. This is straight mobile edition. We're going to be talking about every carrier. That's why it's called Tech Talk Live Mobile Edition. And give me 2 seconds. I got to come right back. Oh, no, look, I found my buddy. Since I don't got a haircut, I like wearing my hat. So, yeah, guys, Mobile Edition Tech Talk Live. Let me get this camera squared off. There we go. There we go. So anyway, let's just talk about everybody, every carrier. I'm gonna start off this live stream by saying I'm not impressed by Dish Wireless in no type, shape, or form. Getting 125 down on standalone 5G doesn't mean crap to me because that ain't nothing. What is 125 megs of standalone? If that's what I'm gonna get from standalone from AT&T or T-Mobile, then no, leave it aggregated with LTE because let's be honest, that's nothing to write home about. The people that are testing uh standalone 5G with Dish Wireless is nothing to write home about. There's nothing impressive about it. I could get those speeds on low band DSS from AT&T. You get what I'm saying? So why should I be impressed of standalone 5G? You see, low band 5G with DSS on AT&T. It looks blurry, but you can see I'm getting 112. 112 over 27, 26. Let me lower down the brightness because that causes the issue too. See, 112 over 28, 29, 29. Yep, 29. See, 112 over 29.4. So you getting this on standalone with Dish while I'm getting this on low band 5G on AT&T, there's nothing to write home about. Nothing at all. And yes, I'm using the case that I unboxed from Amazon. I highly recommend this case. I got it on the iPhone 11 and I bought it for the 13s. I bought two of these. You get 50% off if you're an Amazon Prime member for now. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, Dish is nothing to write home about. Like what is so special about Dish? Nothing. Verizon Visible works good when Verizon is working at its best. So at the end of the day, is it great service? No, man. Like that's cut that out. I didn't even care that the Philadelphia market wasn't a test market for Dish. Let's be honest. I don't I don't expect them to do anything innovative by launching the first standalone 5G network and then look at your speeds. Yeah, nah. That proves that standalone is not ready to be standalone. That's what that proves to me. I don't know about anybody else, but that proves to me that standalone is not ready to be standalone. Then look at T-Mobile, 600. Now it went dropped down to 593, 594 down, and 116, 17, 18, 19. Is it gonna give me 20? 118. I'd rather get this N41, even if N41 is aggregated with LTE, you know, because people talk about standalone like if it's home internet. You can consider home internet standalone because Verizon gives me 1 gig and that gig I don't share with my neighbors or the neighbors over there that got Verizon files. Is my 1 gig. So when you can do standalone, like cable companies do standalone, then you holler at me. Other than that, I don't want to hear about Dish. Dish's standalone sucks. 125 megs down, 130 megs down. What are the upload speeds? 10, 15, 20? Wow. Is that going to blow anybody's mind? No. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. It's not blowing nobody. Matter of fact, look, I'll even show some love from to Visible right now. I'm gonna switch it off to it's on AT&T right now. As you guys see, it looks blurry, but it's on AT&T. Visible's on the bottom. I'm about to switch it to Visible. Of course, I'm not gonna turn the camera around while I'm doing that because it'll expose my AT&T phone number and Visible phone number. So I can't do that. That's a no-no. So let's see if it's connected to C-band right now. Look, I switched back to Visible. You see the V. It's blurry, but you can see the V's on top. Let me try to drop down the brightness even more. And let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this. You guys could clearly see it says Visible right there. I know it's kind of blurry. Wow, these pings are horrendous. 304 ping. We're slowly climbing. Slowly climbing. Slowly climbing. Nope. No C-band connection for Visible. 95.5 over 11. 11 or 10? 10.7. You see? And that's low band DSS. So, what is so big about Dish to write home about? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Like I said, that stuff doesn't impress me not one bit. And I'm being serious. I'm just being brutally honest. That doesn't impress me. You know what did impress me when it was working good? C-band. You know what does impress me? As a matter of fact, I got screenshots here that I want to show you guys from somebody testing on Twitter. N41 testing N41 in what part of I think Queens, New York. He put, and look at the speeds he was getting. 1,231, 1,323, 1,300, 1,262, 1,213, 1,213, 1,207, 1,316, 1,285, 1,315, 1,310, 1,420, and 1,410. Then the uploads is 0 on that one, 125, 134, 136, 137, 135, 136, 138, 137, 140, 139, 136, and 137. There you go. And for the naysayers, because I know this millimeter wave from T-Mobile. Band 41, baby. Just zoomed it in. What does it say? This is the attachment of his Twitter. Band 41. There you go for the naysayers. Band 41. And look at what he was getting on band 41. Over a gig. So let me zoom it in because I see that when I zoom it in. Let me show the fastest speeds he got on N41 right here. Boom. Zoomed it in. There we go. It looks perfect for you guys. Those were the fastest speeds he got. 1,013, 315 over 136, 1,310 over 134, and 1,400 over 25, 125. And then this one, I don't know why he got 0 up, but on these, and this is 200 megahertz of N41, band 41. See that? Not millimeter wave, because I'll zoom it again, for the naysayers. Boom. Band 41. So now I know what I got to do. I just got to zoom it in so you guys can see the proof. So at the end of the day, like I said earlier, look at what Caesar got inside of a restaurant. This was inside of a restaurant that Caesar got these speeds. My brother from another mother. 1,000, 0.38 over 78.3. Like I said earlier. And then, of course, he sent me. He was also on band 41. N41. There you go. So there you go. So remember, guys, I don't blah, 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 blah. I'll show you proof. I show you proof. What does it say right there? In the very top. Let me zoom that in. 5G UC. Who has 5G UC? T-Mobile. There you go. End the story. So that's for the naysayers that want to sit here and say, "Yo, millimeter wave." No, millimeter wave around here, baby. And that was in Queens, New York. There you go. Like I said, I show you guys proof. I don't talk about it. I be about it. So there you go. You know, the raw and uncut truth. So is, in my point of view, is Dish anything to brag about? No. I will tell you this, and I've been saying this since last year. Dish is going to sell to Amazon. Trust it when I say you that. Trust and believe when I tell you that. T-Mobile tried to block it. They wanted the FCC. Dish wanted the FCC to approve it. And who was it? Who was it? Who was the two people that were interested in buying Dish Wireless? Amazon and somebody else. I don't know if it was Amazon and Walmart. I know it was two big giants. So trust me when I tell you that I see, you know, uh, Dish selling to Amazon. Dish selling to Amazon. Amazon is worth $1.7 trillion. They're like a bank at this point. They're like a bank. I just ordered a dog cage for Grizzly because the front door, so we can open the front door without worrying about him running out. There's beds on there. There's sofas on there. There's socks, boxers, paper, toilet. You could do grocery shopping on Amazon.com. So what don't they sell? So of course they're going to be worth as much money as a bank. John Bezos alone is worth 386 billion, but Amazon as a whole is worth 1.7 trillion. That's just ridiculous. And trust me when I tell you, Dish wants to sell. Charlie Ergen does not want to carry this out. He does not care about mobile. He cares about merging Dish and DirecTV. That's what he cares about. Cable. Doesn't care about wireless. So, in my opinion, my best friend, the manager at McDonald's, told me, Ed, shout out to Ed, he told me he loves T-Mobile Home Internet. He canceled Files, Verizon Files, over T-Mobile Home Internet because he's paying $50 flat. And he has a family plan. So I'll say, like, yo, Ed, what plan you got? He's like, I got the One Plus plan. It doesn't exist no more. So I was like, bro, you should add your daughter's line or your wife's line, whoever it is, into the Magenta Max plan, and you'll get $20 off your home internet. You'll pay $30. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. I was like, and you get the Magenta Max, you switch from the One Plus plan to the Magenta Max, and you'll get your T-Mobile home 5G home internet for $30. He left Verizon Files, and he lives in the suburbs of Philly. I'm not gonna say where, but he lives in the suburbs, and has a nice house, everything. He left Verizon Files. So listen to what I'm saying. He left gigabit speeds for T-Mobile home internet, and he loves it. He's like, bro, I'm not a YouTuber like you. I work at McDonald's. I'm a manager, and I got my side hustle on eBay. I don't need to have gigabit speeds to do sell stuff on eBay. So that's to show you he left Verizon Files. I'm gonna say this again because I was dumbfounded when he told me that today. He left Verizon Files. Well, yesterday because today is already Sunday over here. He left Verizon Files, what I got right now, to go to T-Mobile Home Internet because he's saving money. It's $50 flat. You know how much I paid for Verizon home internet alone? $100, and I pay 150 for cable for the channels. So that's 250. So he's saving $50, and he cut the cable off too completely. He left Verizon Files in general. In general, he said, "Me and my wife and my daughter rather watch Netflix and Hulu and whatever else that's cheaper than paying 200 and something to Verizon every month." Cable cutting, and that's exactly what T-Mobile wanted, right? T-Mobile wanted to dig in Verizon Files and Comcast Xfinity, aka Xfinity pockets, and they're doing it. They're clearly doing it. My uncle, same thing. Left Comcast in Philly and switched over to T-Mobile Home Internet from Comcast Xfinity. Got T-Mobile Home Internet, and he's saying he loves it. Works just as good or even better. That's to show you. T-Mobile is interrupting the game. I still don't know nobody in Trenton that has Verizon Files mobile internet. But I sure as heck know a lot of people that got T-Mobile home internet. But zero that have Verizon 5G home internet. Not Files, 5G home internet. It's just crazy. Like the way everything's shifting. I guess I'm too old school. I am gonna be 40. I remember Verizon from the beginning. Verizon was called Bell Atlantic. Verizon and AT&T were one carrier at one point. They were called Bell Atlantic. Then they split up because of stockholders got into an argument, and one side became AT&T, the other side became Verizon. They chose what name to pick. But yeah, at one point, Verizon and AT&T were the biggest house phone provider in the United States of America. So imagine if these two giants would have stayed together. Imagine that one. That's like if AT&T and Verizon was to merge right now. It wouldn't be fair. The FCC and the DOJ wouldn't allow it. They didn't. They wouldn't allow it through how you call that, a Republican Party at the FCC and DOJ, and they still wouldn't honor it with a Democrat Party that's in there right now. So they can't even buy both sides, either side, either Republican or Democrat, to allow something like that. But just let that sink in that they were one company at one point. I already Googled it before. I already Googled it before on my last live stream. You can Google it yourself. Bell Atlantic was the name of AT&T and I'm sorry, AT&T and Verizon when they were merged back in the 80s, in the 70s, and the early 90s, like 90, 91. They came out it came out and became standalone companies. I would say around 90. My bad, I'm sorry. Around 90, 89 was when they split up. But AT&T came out first with their, mobile service. Well, no, they split up and they were still house phones. That's true. I think AT&T came out with mobile service around 93, if I'm not mistaken. Verizon was definitely 98 because I remember I googled it. As much as people hate T-Mobile, not even Sprint, because I had a Sprint house phone. They were a landline company too. T-Mobile is the only company that was a sole cell phone provider, never a house phone provider, straight from Europe to the United States, and kept being a cell phone provider. Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, house phones providers, landline providers. Then they went over to the mobile business. So as much as people like to criticize T-Mobile, T-Mobile's the only pure carrier that is cell phone. Because not even Dish Wireless. Dish Wireless is a cable company. You consider them cable company. So T-Mobile's the only one that's a pure cell phone company. Never had internet. This is the first time having internet. They were trying the cable stuff. It didn't work out. They scrapped that. So at the end of the day, like I said, as much as you love to hate T-Mobile, T-Mobile's is a pure cell phone company. Verizon landline, Sprint landline, AT&T landline providers. But of course, a lot of these content creators won't remember that because they're all younger than me. Yo, did you know that? No, man, I just Googled it and it's true. What coming out of Alex's mouth. Oh, shoot, bro. I didn't know that. Do research. What the hell do I got to lie for? I'm about to be 40 in 2 months. What the hell do I got to lie about? If I'm older, way older than you, 10 or 15 years older than you. That's like me thinking that somebody that's 60 right now, I know more than them. No, I don't. Because while I was still in my mom's stomach somewhere, no, before that, even when I didn't even exist, I wasn't even thought of, they were already doing things that I just started doing. Or that I got to do when I was alive, while I was created. So this is how it rolls. That's why this is called KO Tech, Knockout Tech, because I'm going to blow your mind with the stuff that comes out of my mouth. I'm not going to bore you to death and put you to sleep and talk about dumb stuff that I don't know. I'll talk about what I do know. T-Mobile is the first and only sole carrier for cell phones. Verizon landline, Sprint landline, AT&T landline. End of story. Whether you like it or not, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So that's why I go to bat for T-Mobile. Because they always been the underdog. Like me. I feel like in life, I've been an underdog. People underestimated me. He can't do this. He can't do that. He's not going to take YouTube serious. He's not going to do YouTube. I'm here. Contradictory to popular demand, I'm here. And earlier, I had at one point, I had 60 people watching my live stream earlier. So that shows you how many people are interested in what I got to say. Even if I'm by myself, like right now. They know this is raw and uncut tech. I'm not biased towards no carrier. What happened last year when T-Mobile went out? Because they tried to move over a million, what was it, a million? Yeah, over a million. I think a million, yeah. A million Verizon customers at one shot to the T-Mobile network. It went out for 17 hours. Wasn't I going off? Didn't I make a video on the Alex Real One channel when that happened last year? When T-Mobile went out? No, I think it was in 2020, right? Or was it last year? I can't even remember. I think it was in 2020, yeah, because last year I started messing with this channel. So yeah, it was in 2020 when 2 years ago. No, because it'll be in, I think the outage was in July or August. So it'll be 2 years. It's a year and like 10 months right now since T-Mobile had the outage. I made the video. I had over 1,000 views on that video in 4 hours of T-Mobile outage and people commenting, over 3,000 comments. And I called out T-Mobile on their BS. So I'm not biased. People think that I'm a Verizon hater. No, I'm just not a Verizon sheep. I'm just not a Verizon drone. Like, Verizon's the best, even if they don't have good service in the Philadelphia or Boston or New York market. That biasness, that's what I was saying earlier. You got to be careful who you listen to. People get paid. I'm not getting paid from T-Mobile. And what do I got in the background? The T-Mobile and AT&T towers. T-Mobile is on the top, the panels. AT&T is on the bottom. I just don't know what bands. I know the top ones with T-Mobile, there's N41 on there. and band from LTE. I forgot what it is because I did it on the iPhone. You know how you pick up the bands, you put in that code and you pick up the bands. I know I seen band something, and on there, that's definitely AT&T, because before when I did it on AT&T, it said that tower has band 14. Believe it or not. So that's T-Mobile on the top and AT&T in the bottom. So both carriers are in the background of my YouTube. It's gonna say Facebook, but YouTube and on Twitter. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't, I'm not getting no sponsorship for me to say that T-Mobile is better than Verizon. From my experience and where I have tested, T-Mobile's more reliable. T-Mobile might get slower speeds at the other bar. I used to chill out a lot. No, they actually got faster speeds. My bad. Yeah, they did get faster speeds. But at the new bar, Verizon is done, 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 done. I mean, look, I'll show you the speeds. I mean, I don't care what people say. Oh, remember, freaking Visible is deprioed. It's pre. I don't want to hear that. Why is it not deprioed when I get over 200 on C-band? That's not being deprived. That's being decreased from speeds, but that's not being deprived. So let me show you guys how great Visible is at the bar. I'm looking for those screenshots. Oh, look, this is awesome. Does it say Visible on here? I don't know why it doesn't. It says, yeah, right here, Visible. Let me zoom it in. Oh, it doesn't let me zoom it in. But look at the speeds I got. 1.57. That's 1.57 and 0.3 up at the new bar. What's up, Mikey? I told you I would send you a link, but you never hit me back. Uh, then look at AT&T, just crap all over them. This was AT&T in the same spot. Boom. 178 over 51 in the same bar. In the same bar. And then Visible drops down to LTE and 1 bar of LTE. And even when it gets all 4 bars, because it's not really 5, people say 5 bars is really 4, it still runs like crap. So it's just sad. So Verizon would work the same exact way there. The same exact way. Let's see what Mikey said. Mikey said the T-Mobile outage happened in 2020, and yes, you did make a video going off on T-Mobile. Yep. Even Mikey remembers the video on the Alex Real One channel, which that video has been private. I think I deleted it. I wish I would have done it on this channel. But that's to show you guys. I don't care. I'm not here to hold no company's hand. These companies have billions of dollars, more money than me, you, and any content creator on here. There's no content creator that could say, well, not Jay-Z or Beyonce. They're worth more than $1 billion. And also Dr. Dre. I'm talking about tech content creators and other content creators that are not famous people. They can't say they got over $1 billion or even close to $1 billion. So Daddy Yankee's one of the most famous reggaeton artists, and he's worth around 500 million, $500 million. And right now, he was supposed to sell a portion of his royalties because he owns his songs, not somebody else, not the record label. He owns his songs. He wasn't done. He owns his royalties. And he was supposed to sell a portion of his royalties to Sony for 650 million. So he would be the first Puerto Rican billionaire if he does that. First Puerto Rican billionaire from where I'm from, Puerto Rico. Oh, I'm sorry, Christy. I'm sorry, buddy. Bobby's got to stretch his legs. My feet are falling asleep. But yeah, man, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not biased towards nobody. It's just I do my research. You know, too many people like lying to you. Airgate, 1 terabyte supposedly Ericsson panels that don't exist. That supposedly Verizon's the only one that could afford them. Like, you really listen to that crap? Like the things that I tell you, you could Google them. So I got proof. What proof can I'm about to Google it myself to see if I hear about any Sony Ericsson panels that pull up 1 terabyte supposedly. Let's Google that while I'm on the live stream. Sony Ericsson panels for millimeter wave that go over 1 terabyte. Nope, don't exist. Here we go. I'm looking at 5G from Verizon NR, 39 megahertz, 5G broadband. Nothing says about 1 terabyte. Nothing about no Sony Ericsson panels pushing out no 130, but no 1 terabyte. How can you push out 1 terabyte with 39 gigahertz? Like that's what I'm saying. See, that's why you can't be listening to these dummies. You see, here goes the proof right here, and it says 39 megahertz. Doesn't talk about nothing about no. You know how many megahertz you would push out? Verizon would have to push out in order to get 1 terabyte. Probably like 700 or 800 megahertz, not 39. So at the end of the day, that's why you need to pay attention. Do your research. Don't listen to people that don't know what they're talking about. This is talking about cable companies. See how easy it is to use 1.2 terabytes on your internet. See, and it's talking about cable companies. You see him with the controller. It's not talking about, see, Comcast. There you go. Is it talking about Verizon and Sony Ericsson? So you guys need to start listening to these clowns that just make live streams called tech, pre-put them for a week in advance and then talk about nonsense. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because that's just stupidity, me. Very stupidity, me. Now, if that dummy of a person would have said, well, you could do over 1 terabyte using home internet, then that's fine. That's true. That's true. But where Comcast, I used 3.5 terabytes 1 month. All that was on the other channel because for some reason Verizon Files doesn't let me see how much internet I use. I wish they would, but I'm pretty sure I'm close to like 2 terabytes a month. Doing live streaming on my JVC audio TV, you know. So you got to watch who you listen to on YouTube. If you see the person's past their prime, meaning that they're almost 60 years old, and you hear them and they don't sound like they're talking or they're being truthful to you, you got to be bored to watch that. Like I said, I'll Google it and show you proof. Like everything that comes out of my mouth could be Googled, so I don't have to worry about it. But you seen, I looked up the panels, supposedly quote unquote Sony Ericsson panels that push up 1 terabyte, and they don't exist. Do not exist. They said the most that Verizon owns on Google, according to Google, on millimeter wave is 39 megahertz. But with 39 megahertz, they're pushing uh, over 2,000 megs. That's amazing. I could imagine if they owned 100 megahertz of freaking millimeter wave. I'm pretty sure they do in like stadium environments. I'm pretty sure they own like, I'm talking about like in my area, like with the Samsung, in local areas around here. I don't think they're gonna own like that much like on a stadium. I believe that yeah, a stadium places like MetLife Stadium and you know what else the just all the stadiums around the United States of America. If they have millimeter wave there, I'm pretty sure they own like 100 to 200 megs. I mean 200 megahertz or 300 megahertz of it to make it consistent to be able to function through the whole stadium. But seriously, guys, you really need to pay attention to who you listen to. And I'm just saying, there's too many people out on YouTube world and YouTube land that try to bamboozle you just to get your watch time. That'll make up any lie on a live stream. Weekly tech talk or weekly whatever, and then you watch it and you sit there and Google what the person just said, and it doesn't exist. So it's like, why waste your time with that? Why waste your phone battery? Why waste your computer battery? Why waste your TV? You're sucking up electric. Let's be honest. If you YouTube me or anybody else, right, and you put it on your smart TV, like my JBC audio TV, I could do the same thing, like do multicast and see myself right there, right? If you're doing that, won't you want to rather watch somebody that's not going to put you to sleep instead of watching somebody that will put you to sleep? That's making up things just to get your attention. Like I swear, I never. That's just called an attention seeker. When you're watching a content creator, right, a mobile content creator that's just lying. Everything that comes out their mouth is a lie. Um, and you're just watching them, you have to be bored. Let's be honest. But if I'm bored, I'd rather watch somebody else, somebody that doesn't go live. I'd rather watch 100 of Tech Life channels videos. I'd rather watch 100 of Tech Extremists videos. I'd rather watch Tanner So Lit. I swear to God, I'd rather watch Tech for Your Needs. I'd rather watch John Prosser, Flossie Carter, Unbox Therapy, KBHD. There's so many other content creators that you could waste your time on. Well, not even waste your time on. Get knowledge from and experience from, than watching somebody that's just making up things so you can help them get monetized. And people that don't have no knowledge and don't do research, you're not going to get 4,000 watch hours just making 53 live streams. Sorry. You must have got dropped on your head too many times thinking that. And that's just honest to God truth. And that person is the biggest troll on YouTube and the biggest T-Mobile hater. It's funny how that person calls T-Mobile skunk mobile, but they have they live in the Florida Keys, well, at the outskirts of the Florida Keys, and their main provider is Google Fi. And the last time I checked, Google Fi runs off T-Mobile. Used to be Sprint, but now T-Mobile and US Cellular. So T-Mobile has great coverage around the Florida Keys in the outskirts. So you're running on T-Mobile's network, but you're talking junk about T-Mobile. Like, this is the narrow-mindedness, the sheep like, the follower like. That's why I've always been a leader, never a follower. Because that's dumb. That's like me having Metro by T-Mobile, but trashing T-Mobile. How does that sound? Doesn't sound right. Or me having Simple Mobile, which runs off T-Mobile. Or Univision Mobile runs off T-Mobile. I don't know. Just there's so many prepaid carriers that run off T-Mobile. Any one of those. Red Pocket, Net 10, Straight Talk, the T-Mobile with the pink coverage and the pink SIM card. And I'm sitting here talking bad about T-Mobile. but that's my main carrier. That's who Google Fi runs under, T-Mobile. But I'm gonna bad talk about T-Mobile. But if it wasn't for T-Mobile, I wouldn't have a service provider. Doesn't make any sense, right? But that's just to show you the diversity of content creation. That's why I ride for T-Mobile. I ride for a T-Mobile, AT&T, and I used to ride for Verizon Wireless. Now I just care about Files. Verizon Files is my favorite cable company, and I'll keep dishing out the 200 and something dollars because I love it. I don't have no complaints. I wish it would have stayed like that with Verizon Wireless, but they started messing up, towers randomly shutting off, and all of the above, and that went to shits. So I'm gonna speak the truth. Like Mikey said, I went off on T-Mobile when that outage happened. So no biasness here. I'm not a sheep. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I'm not trying to be cool for other content creators to want to collab with me. I'm not here to try to wow anybody into thinking, why should I badmouth T-Mobile? So I could have a couple of sheep down with me. So I could have a couple of trolls, a couple of nuisances down with me. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna talk junk about T-Mobile, even if I have T-Mobile, just because I want to be down. No, I got real friends. I got plenty of real friends that I see in a day-to-day basis. And my friend that's a police officer, the one that I called and said Verizon service sucks. Look at the video from yesterday underneath this one, the live stream. My fireman friend that I talked to yesterday too, he's also on the live stream saying that Verizon sucks. There you go. So if I have friends in my personal life, why do I need to make fake friends on YouTube? Why should I have to talk bad about T-Mobile just to be a sheep, just to be a clone, just to be a replica? You're considered a replica. You're fake. Why would I want to be that? I'm my own man. And I'm always going to be my own man. At the end of the day, I got up to this milestone on my own. Nobody could say, oh, yo, he got that many subscribers because he had Stetson Duggett on there. He had this person, that person, that person. Nobody. This guy right here. That's it. That's it. That's like Caesar. Caesar got 2,000 and something subscribers because of his dedication and because of his hard work. Eventually, it does pay off. How many times did I not want to quit on YouTube? A whole bunch. And in the past, from 2020 and down, or no, when they bought Sprint, I forgot when it was, but I would say, let's say from 2019 and down, 2018 and down, I hated T-Mobile. I would get 2 megs down and 0.00 up in this house, in the same house. I've been here for 14 years. In the same house. And then they improved it. The best thing T-Mobile ever done was got N41. That's the best thing they ever did. Got N41, bought out Sprint, got their spectrum, and became amazing. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have T-Mobile. Imagine, it was so bad I got AT&T. I got AT&T back in 2014 because T-Mobile sucked so bad. And that's the honest to God truth. T-Mobile sucked so bad, I got AT&T. And I would talk about it on my channel. So, like I said, there's no biasness here. No biasness at all. If the service is not working, it's not working. I'm going to call out the company on their BS in the story. It could be T-Mobile, it could be AT&T, it could be Verizon. It happens to be Verizon this time. So at the end of the day, why would I want to lie? Why would I want to say Verizon's the best, Verizon's doing good if they're not really doing good? So I could make other trolls feel happy about themselves. So I can make other people like me. Mm-mm. I don't care. That's on you. You love Verizon. That's on you. That's your favorite carrier. That's who you want to ride with. That's fine with me. Like I always say, man, if it works where you live at, I'm happy for you. But guess what? It doesn't work where I live at. So I'm not happy with it. So I don't have to deal with it. If I lived where you live, then I would be happy too. And that's how it is with every carrier. If T-Mobile is not working for you where you live at, then go to somebody else that will work for you. Go to AT&T, try out Verizon, see if it's good. You know, back in 2014, before I left T-Mobile to AT&T, I talked to John Legend, John Ledger, Legier, whatever you want to call him. Tweeted him, talked to him. I said, I'm having problems with T-Mobile. It's not getting service in my apartment here in Ashtabula, Ohio. Um, I need to know, are you guys thinking about adding another tower? He said, because he was on Periscope. I miss Periscope. He was running. He said, I'm going to get my team to hit you up on DMs. So he hit me up on DMs first. He said, can you give me your account PIN and your phone number? I said, no problem. Boom. Looked it up. Thank you for being with T-Mobile since 2000. You've been with us for 14 years now. Thank you for your commitment, for your loyalty. What seems to be the problem? Look it up. Here goes the zip code. I live in Ashtabula. Okay. He looks it up. He said, let me get my corporate team on this. T-Mobile corporate hit me up, DM me. Yeah, you reached out to John. We're part of John's team here on the corporate headquarters. We see that you're having issues. Like John told you, right now in the near future, we don't see another tower being added. So in most places like Walmart, you're going to drop down to 2G, which is true. I did drop down to 2G. At Quiznos, you're going to have issues. CVS, Rite Aid, it depends. You'll get service, it's spotty. Correct. In your apartment, you're going to have completely no service because they consider Ashtabula a city, but it's actually, to me, it looks like a town, like a farm. I have pigs and horses right across the street and also trailers right across the street. And then what you call that, the train would go by all the time. So I had to get used to that, hearing the train all the time. So, John tweeted me back. I wish I would have screenshotted them Twitters and saved them on my Google Drive or something, because I don't have no reason to lie anyway. And he said, I would hate to lose you, but I don't want you paying for service that you're not getting. So if AT&T or Verizon works better in your apartment, that's the best thing for you. Suspend the lines. We'll give you a seasonal suspension of 1 year. See if you come back to New Jersey or not. And if not, we'll resuspend it again, because you've been awesome and you've been, just promise me that when you get back to New Jersey, you will resume your lines. And that's exactly what I did. As soon as I got back to Jersey, I was over there from 2014 to 2017 for 3 years. As soon as I got back to Jersey, I resumed my T-Mobile lines, but I still kept AT&T. And T-Mobile has been the only carrier to give me free phones and everything. And even on Twitter, giving out free phones. When the hell has Verizon gave anybody anything free? Because I would love to know. I'm still waiting to find out. When has Verizon given anybody anything free? Never has Verizon ever given anybody anything free. Never, ever, 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 ever had they give anything free to anybody. My brother was done for 16 years, and he still had to pay his cancellation fee, because that's how old school his plan was. He was under contract. So imagine, they didn't even want to do that. They didn't even want to honor, anything. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Verizon is not the best. They are not the best. They're not the best at customer care. They're not the best at more reliable 5G. That's all BS. All these people get paid to say that, man. That's what you guys need to understand. That's why I try to get people to understand. These people are getting paid to tell you that. They are getting paid to tell you that this is the best service. Look at what happened with AT&T. Not happy with my Apple Watch. It keeps dropping off. It's not connecting right. I wanted to cancel the line, but I couldn't. I played it on my live stream from uh, Thursday, I believe, Friday, early in the morning. And what happened when I was with Caesar? You guys heard the rep. She gave me a credit. She gave me a credit of $54.74. You feel me? She gave me a credit. So at the end of the day, she looked me out. She felt bad. She said you shouldn't have to pay for something that you didn't want in the first place. See, there go right there. The proof right there. Credit of $54.52. And this is the AT&T app. There you go. There you go. The AT&T app. So she gave me a credit. I had to put Verizon on 4 live streams to give me a credit. Did I have to do that with AT&T? Does AT&T have Verizon have a loyalty department? No, they don't. T-Mobile used to, but they got rid of it because of the team of experts, which didn't make any sense to me, but whatever. But AT&T still has a loyalty department. I talked to the loyalty department. They know my situation with the trolls, why I canceled my last account that was open since 2014. So, she gave me the credit with no problem. No ifs and buts. No ifs and buts. And I was only asking her for a $30 credit, and she gave me $54.42. She gave me $24.52 more than what I wanted. That's what you call excellent customer care. People that go on and beyond to make you happy as a customer so you could be happy with the service, do whatever it takes. Verizon told me we're not going to pay you to stay with us. At this point, all the credits we gave you, because of all the outages. What you mean? It's not valid? How many times did I call you guys for outages? 75 times since November of last year, sir. Oh, duh. Hello. So what's that supposed to mean? That you guys are having problems, right? Yes, sir. That's exactly what it means. Okay, then don't give me this BS. I don't got time for BS. Don't BS me. I'm not going to BS you. I'm not happy with the service. It needs to be suspended. End the story. He got suspended. I was happy. He was happy. But then after that, he gave me the credit. The other department didn't want to honor it until I gave a supervisor my YouTube channel. They said this guy keeps putting us on live streams. It's not good for Verizon. Let's just give him the damn credit. So when I called one final time, the girl said, let me call you back in an hour. And I said, if you don't call me back in an hour, I'm going to call back. No, we're going to call you back in an hour. Call me back in an hour. They said, I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why this credit is being approved is because of your service outages. You have proof. You called tech support, but they didn't really want to give it to you anyway. And also because you have us on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. And you have over 6,000 subscribers. So we don't want this type of publicity from you or any other content creator that has over 1,000 subscribers. So they gave me the credit. But you guys seen back in January how many live streams I had to do. Basically in February, how many live streams I had to do arguing with Verizon on here for them to do something about it. I know Verizon doesn't like me right now. Look at how corny they are. They took off my subscription of Disney Plus. I'm paying for it now because my line is suspended, which under the terms and conditions doesn't say that if you have you're not getting coverage from them and you have the 5G Get More, they're allowed to suspend your services and then you gotta pay for them yourself. So I'm paying for Apple Music. I'm paying for Disney Plus. I don't care about ESPN Plus. I'm paying for Hulu. So what's the whole point? This is the nitty groove of the truth about Verizon. Verizon likes to bamboozle you into thinking that yes, we got your back. Don't worry, sir. You're gonna be able to watch Disney Plus. You're gonna be able to do everything, even because you haven't canceled your line. But that's all BS. It's all BS. As soon as I suspended the line, the features went bite, gone, completely out of here. So at the end of the day, use your brain, do your own research. You can't listen to people that are biased towards Verizon because they got favoritism with Verizon, even though they end up having the same problems. I mean, another content creator I found out through the grapevine that I'm not going to mention no names recently canceled their Verizon business account, Verizon wireless business account. They said it sucked and they wasn't getting what they were paying for, so they canceled it. And like I said, I'm not going to drop no names. And this person goes hard for Verizon. Verizon has been their number one company since they were in high school and middle school. And Verizon is upping prices on mobile. I mean on business mobile and on regular mobile. Consumer mobile and business mobile is getting a price hike with Verizon. So I see Verizon losing another 350,000 customers by next quarter. Imagine, I hate when my keys get stuff like dust. Imagine T-Mobile commented on Twitter under Verizon's post, trolling the crap out of Verizon, and said, "Whoever's not happy with all these outages from Verizon, you're more than welcome to come to the biggest and most reliable 5G network with us at T-Mobile." Wow. Dropping bombs under their Twitter from T-Mobile. And that's just the truth. I mean, you got to think about it this way. If you're on a Verizon family plan, kudos to you. I'm not on the Verizon family plan. I'm by myself. I pay $151.86. So how is that fair to me when I'm paying Verizon's the most expensive freaking company, wireless company in the US, and I'm not getting the service I'm paying for? So at that point, it's not that I can't afford Verizon. It's the fact that I don't want to pay for service that I'm not getting. You see the big difference? One point is not being able to afford something, because you guys know I keep it 100. I would tell you, look, I can't afford this crap no more. Mm-mm. I can't afford to spend my hard-earned money on a carrier that's not giving me what I'm paying for. There you go. That's the most honest, uncut way of me explaining it to you guys. And no worries, because when I get this phone dropped low enough, my 13 Pro, when I owe like 600, I'm gonna put it on my American Express credit card. I'm like, here, take this credit card. Boop, to you. Out of here is on the credit card now. That's how bad it is. I'd rather pay interest on one of my credit cards than keep Verizon. You see how bad it is? My freaking APR on my Credit One credit card is like 26.6%. So God knows how much am I going to be paying, 15, 30, $60 a month on interest for putting that iPhone on there. But that's how much I despise Verizon right now. That I'm willing to take hits from a bank, whether Citibank, Bank of America, or whoever, whatever credit card, my Citi credit card, my Credit One credit card, doesn't matter. Any one of my 14 credit cards. I'd rather put it on there and pay interest to these people than keep Verizon. That's how bad it is. And that's why I decided to keep testing Verizon with Visible. And if I don't see Visible any good by August before my birthday, Verizon's out of here. And it's not because I can't afford it. It's because it's not because I can't afford it. It's because I refuse to pay for something that I'm not getting. Like I said at the bar, Verizon sucks. They suck bad. You know what's 1.5 megs down, 1.57 megs down, and then 0.3 up? I can't do that. Sorry. Can't do that. So at the end of the day, I don't care what trolls say, oh, you can't afford. No. You're on a family plan. I'm not. So shh. Be quiet. You pay 70, I pay double, almost triple what you pay every month for your one line in that family plan. So I don't want to hear it. So other than that, I gotta get rest. You know, I got things to do tomorrow. I got a busy schedule. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Daily Tech Mike, Caesar MTR, Tech Soul, Tech for your needs, Tanner Soul Lig, Gadget Goddess, who else? Tyrone from Tech Life, Tech Extremist, Latrell Jennings. Um, did I say Tech Soul Channel? Yeah, Iceberg. My brother from another mother, Little Mac and JTV. I just bought a hoodie. I bought a shirt to support. He already got merch. And I love to support. He's my homie. You know, I can show you what I'm gonna unbox it on the Alex Real One channel. So be aware of that. I will be unboxing his merch on my channel. So I just can't wait to receive it. So I will be doing that. I will be unboxing his merch on my channel. Most definitely will be unboxing it. I got a black t-shirt that says Little Mac and JTV, and I got a black hoodie. So I told him that every time I would go live, I'm gonna show him some love and wear it. So, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I might, I'll even wear it to go out. I don't care. It's a black T-shirt. They'll be like, "Yo, who's Little Mac and JTV?" Basically, free publicity for my bro. So hopefully, one day, he's a great guy. He spent a lot of money. He gives out soap. I don't even give away soap, and he gives away soap. So, you know, you want free soap? Go subscribe to Little Mac and JTV. When he does giveaway, you'll have a chance to win some soap. Dead up. Not even joking. But I can't find the email right now. So, when I receive the stuff, just stay tuned to the Alex Real One channel and you'll see the unboxing of the hoodie and the shirt. So, like, comment, subscribe, and know that with me, you're never going to fall asleep like with Florida Keys, fake tech content creator. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Take care. God bless. Be safe. And I'm definitely going to catch you guys on the next one.